Hello everybody, and welcome to another exciting edition of Chao Racing 2016. We got an action-packed exciting action for you this week. Right now we're going to do our qualifying for the tournament champions for the month of November. This month the participants will be consisting of Germany, Belize, Denmark, and Estonia. The winners of each of those countries will represent their respective nations in the 2016 Tournament Champions in Madrid, Spain. So let's head over to the field for the first country. So, number one for the month of November belongs to Germany, featuring our two-time defending champion, ChaoEmperor, taking on Wu, Marco Nemes, and Desarmejare. The players will line up and ready to go, so without further ado, everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race! Okay, so who will clinch the first of the 4 spots for the month of November here in Germany? We'll find out soon enough. Right now it looks like Marco Nemes is in the lead, following in a close second by number 1. Everyone's cheering for all of the Germany finalists this year, and it looks like number 8 is gonna, so he's gonna be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And who will get the opening toss in this race? It is going to be made by number 1, who gets the opening toss. And he will wind up in first place. That means this race will go to the next back standing. Marco Nemes trying to hold on to the lead on the home stretch as number 7 takes the next beamers. Marco Nemes holds off the competition to represent Team Germany this year. Thank you, finalists, for all your support. Congratulations to Marco Nemes on another fantastic season. We'll see him later on for the Tournament of Champions. Right now, we're going to find out who's going to join him as we present our Belize Championship, featuring our defending champion Wu, Ronnie Femin, Yellow Klein, and Elizabeth Monroe. And this should be another exciting one, down to the wire moment. Let's see if we make it happen. Good luck to our 4 Belize finalists on the quest for victory, and please start the race! Okay, and who's on number 2 is going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. And guess who has the lead right now? It's Elizabeth Monroe. And number 8 is going to rest, try to get some attention. And number 1 is going to join numbers 2 and 8 for dear life. As the first superstar to get speed bus is Wu, our defending champion. He entered a great baton last year, and she's gonna do it again this year. Wu repeats as Belize World Champion. So she's going back to the Tournament Champions for a second chance at all the glory in Madrid, Spain. As number 1, we'll have the next commander of Speed Bus. Thanks, Belize fans, for another fantastic season. We'll see Wu for another chance to claim all the gold for Belize. Coming up, we got Denmark and Estonia ready to go. But first, let's have a look at this. Alright, so we did Germany and Belize. Now we're heading over into Denmark's championship qualifying session, featuring Ben Selene, Mose Jufar, Sarek Pan, and Sydney Norris. With 1 R, that is. Anyway, everyone is on the clock, and let's fuck this place! Alright, so let's find out who will get to represent Team Denmark in the 2016 Tournament Champions. They won it all in 2013 ahead of Egypt in the UK. And it looks like number 8 is going to mess again. Boy, number 8 is showing his tire with each and every race in the section. Anyway, it is number 7 who gets the opening toss this time around. Slowly approaching the goal line. making his way towards the end. And number 7 is going to wind up in first place, as the next list belongs to number 8, who was left behind for a while, but now he skyrockets to second place, behind number 7. And it looks like Mosei Jafar is going to win this one, yep. Mosei Jafar holds off Sonic Pond to clinch this year's Denmark title. So for the second time in the last 3 years, Mosei Jafar is our Denmark World Champion, and he's going back to the tournament champions to represent Team Denmark this year. Good luck to him. And we got only one more country left this month. You know what it is? If you said Estonia, you are correct. And it will feature Yono Johnson, Tassan Hill, Olivia Carson, and Red Sonchester. So for the final time, good luck to our finalists, and please start the race. So let's see who will wrap up this month's qualifying session here on Chao Racing 2016 with Estonia. Number 7 seems like he's in the lead at the current moment. And it is Tassan Hill who has the best position in second place, ahead of defending champion Yono Johnson. As the first superstar to get Divas is number 8. Staying awake this time around, and he will wind up in first place after he slept for the first couple of races. And who will get the next command as Divas? As they push it on, it's number 1 who gets it, and Tassan Hill holds off our defending champion Yono Johnson to clinch the Estonia World Championship title this year. He's going to Estonia to represent his country, and we'll be right back. We're heading back to the USA after we find out about this. Alright, so a big congratulations to our champions in Germany, Belize, Denmark, and Estonia. They will earn a first-class trip to the Tournament Champions next month to be held in Madrid, Spain. And now it's time to head into Mobile, Alabama to present Week 22's action here on Chao Racing 2016 with your fabulous host and the most, Brandon Shining! Hello, Mobile, Alabama! Ready for some action? Yes, we are! And hello, dear fans, welcome to Chao Racing 2016. It should be an exciting one, so let's get things underway. And Paul's going to tell all about this first race. Paul? Alright, starting off, Week 22's action here in Mobile, Alabama, and they have a great crowd indeed. Starting on the races will feature O.J. Upton, Peter Falls, Zach Orson, and Glenn Murray. It's best luck to the first group of participants on a quest for victory, and let's have a Chao race! And there goes O.J. Upton. He's dominating over the 4-Silver Chao right now. He has a pretty good start over the competition. And now he's shaking through along with the other 4 superstars. And right now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes O.J. Upton. He dominates the lead over the competition right now. It looks like Zach Orson is safely in second place, and he's going to rest. And right now, O.J. Upton is heading for the water as the first superstar to get speeders on Week 22's action here in Mobile, Alabama is number 7, who leaves Peter Falls in the dust. And right now, it is number 1, who's way behind in the competition. Number 8 is also getting left behind on the pack, as number 7 opens this one up with back-to-back speeders as Glenn Murray goes down. That means number 7 will move up a couple of places, battling with Zach Orson for the second place of the pack. And right now it is Peter Falls, who is way behind in the competition. But number 1 really needs to get a lot of catching up to do. Which one will block the next command speed runs as we approach the 1 minute mark? It is number 1 who got the next command speed runs. Now he's trying to lead Peter Falls and number 8 in the dust. Back in front, O.J. Upton, or O.J. Upton for sure, trying to leave Zach Orson in the dust. As number 7 gets to number 10 as his first P-Bus to the base. He dominates over the rest of the pack right now. And right now it is Peter Foles, the computer wizard, who is getting all alone in last place. He's going to need a couple of speeders to get back in this one as number 1 goes down for the count. And this is the first event for Peter Foles. Right now, RJ Upton trying to hold off Zach Arson for the victory. Number 7 trying to make the pass from both competitors. Will it make it happen? We'll find out soon. As they approach the top of the wall, the next speeders belongs to number 8, who pauses for a moment, now trying to catch up, trying to lead number 1 in dust. RJ Upton trying to hold on Zach Arson for the victory. And Zach Arson's going to rest. So number 7 will have an opportunity to pass RJ Upton for the lead. As Glenn Murray takes number 10. Right now it is number 8 who is going to rest. And he's getting left behind in the competition. I don't think he'll get any figures behind. And number 1 is going to rest. As Peter Foles takes the next command speed runs, it looks like number 7 is going to hold off RJ Upton to clinch first place. But RJ Upton holds off Peter Foles to secure the next best standing. So RJ Upton is the winner of this race with second place. Alright, that concludes the first race. Tally of 1 point for RJ Upton. RJ Upton for short. And we'll be right back with more right behind. Right, we're just getting started. There's more assignment coming up after the break. Alright, so RJ Upton won the first race. Let's see what happens in race number 2. That's right, and for race number 2, we have Aaron Holmes, who currently sits at the 500 mark in his win-loss records, along with Michael Garcia, Corey Sanchester, and Joey Atkinson. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, so Aaron Holmes trying to get another win to qualify for the 2017 playoffs in 2 months from now. Meanwhile, the other trying to stay alive in the competition, trying to at least come back next season for Chao in 2017. Will it make it happen? We'll find out soon. Right now, they're going to eat the food, and there goes Joey Atkinson. He's leading over the competition at the current moment. Right now, it is number 1 and Michael Garcia around for second place in the pack. And it looks like Joey Atkinson is in a water mood today, as number 1 wins the winning toss this time around. And he's scoreless. That means he's expected to drop down a place. And right now, number 2 is getting left behind on the competition. As Speedbus number 2 winning by number 7. He did very well in the first race. Got enough Speedbus to clinch first place ahead of the pack. Trying to hold on number 1 for the victory. And right now, Michael Garcia leads over the competition as number 1 gets to number 2. That's his second Speedbus of the race. Trying to lead number 7 in the dust. And poor number 2 is getting all alone in last place. He might need a miracle if he wants to stay alive. But let's get back to number 1. Now he catches up to Corey Sanchester and number 8. We're battling for 4th place in the pack. Right now, number 7 might need a lot of catching up to do. But number 2 is really way behind in the competition. I don't want to get a speed right now and then. Next belongs to Corey Sanchester. Will try to stay alive in the game. And right now he is catching up to the others in a hurry. It looks like Joey Atkinson and Michael Garcia battling for the lead at the current moment. As number 2 gets some help. Finally, he got to Speedbus. But I don't think he'll get any more Speedbus every now and then. He's going to be left behind on the competition for sure. And who got the next Speedbus? It is Michael Garcia. Aaron Holmes has took the lead from Michael Garcia and Joey Atkinson. He might make it 12 and 11. He has 11-11 so far in his 22 races so far this 21 weeks. I think he's going to do it again this week. As Joey Atkinson takes the next command speeders, looks like Aaron Holmes trying to hold up Michael Garcia for the victory, and he will. So he's going to jump above the 500 mark. Aaron Holmes wins this one over Michael Garcia. He has another victory towards qualifying for the playoffs. As number 1 leaves the competition in the dust with the last command of the Speedbus. Alright, so tally up another win for Alan Halls. His season's getting along pretty well. Let's see how he will feel in the rest of the month. Back in a bit, do not go away. Alright, moving on to race number 3, and it will feature the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller, the next generation superstar Antonio Bennett, Amir Jackson, and Frank Funantaro. The players are all ready to have a ball, so let's have a Chao race. Alright, who will triumph? Who will prevail? And who will move one step closer towards fulfilling their dreams? There's only one way to find out. Right now, we're going to worry about getting through this opening obstacle of the Emerald course, and that's the palm trees. And who's going to have command in the lead? It looks like Amir Jackson's going to have command in the lead, following in a close second by the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller in second place. As number 8 wins the winning toss, and look at that. He moves up a couple of places because some of the silver Chao are going west. That means these Chao are getting left behind, and number 2 is going west. As the next generation superstar, Antonio Bennett, takes Speedbus number 2 of this race, now catching up to Aaron Miller in the battle over the pack. And Frank Funantaro has took a shortcut! He has command in the lead. Looks like he might be back on the right track for us, at least getting back next season. As we head back into Antonio Bennett, and he's trying to hold out Aaron Miller in a hurry, and it looks like number 2 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. We passed the 1 minute mark, and I don't think number 2 will get any speed now and then. Back to the next generation superstar himself, battling with Aaron Miller still. These 2 Pittsburgh natives are battling neck to neck at the curve one. By now it is Frank Funantaro who's safely in the lead of the curve one. As number 7 will get the next command because he desperately needs to catch up every now and then. But at least he's holding number 2 for dear life all the way in the back. Poor number 2 is getting left behind in the competition, and he really needs to get a lot of speed bus. But let's head back to number 7, and now he's catching up to number 8 for 6th place in the back. Meanwhile, Frank Funantaro trying to defend the lead over Amir Jackson after he prevailed with a shortcut strategy. Will he hold on for the victory? We'll find out soon enough. As he heads for the home stretch, the next field belongs to the Steel Curtain Aaron Miller. He won the World Championship title in 2009 after 4 consecutive periods from 2006 to 2009. And number 8 is going to wrestle. He's going to join number 2 for dear life all the way back, and they're going to fight out for dear life. As Aaron Miller takes back-to-back speeders, Frank Funantaro prevails with a shortcut strategy. He wins this one. Now we have 1 win for Frank Funantaro, and number 2 is getting left behind in the competition still. As he is supposed to close out the speeders for the race, he's getting left behind. And that should do it right over there. So Frank Funantaro is our winner with that shortcut. Another fine race by Frank Funantaro. Don't go away, we got more something coming right at ya after we find out about this. Okay, everyone having a good time so far here in Mobile? I hope so. Let's head over to Paul for race number 4. Take it away. Thanks. Race number 4 will feature the license to drive, Alvin Heaton Sr., along with Chris Nelson, last year's runner-up Gary Coles, and the newest member of the Miller Brothers, John Miller. Good luck to these 4 men on the quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Here we go. These 4 men are inching neck to neck as they leave the rainbow path, now approaching the first obstacle in the palm trees. Which one of those men will emerge victorious? There's only one way to find out at the end of the race. Now they're going to eat the fruit, and it looks like John Miller and Gary Coles are going to be battling for the lead with number 8 right on their tail. And it looks like Gary Cole is heading for the water. John Miller is going to rest. As the first superstar to get speed bus is number 7. Who's taking the pictures in the cowboy. And right now, number 1 is heading for the water. And back in the bag, number 2 is going to rest. So he's going to be left behind in the competition. All the way in the back. As speed bus number 2 will be made by number 1. That was a good speed bus right there. And that will move up a couple of places. And Alvin Heaton Sr., the license to drive, I think he took a shortcut. Yep, he has the lead thanks to that shortcut. I think he wants to get back to the 500 mark. Or at least above the 500 mark if he wants to. Anyway, next speed bus belongs to number 2, who desperately needs to catching up as we pass the 1 minute mark. Trying to catch up to number 7 in a hurry. And right now, battling for second, it was like Gary Cole's winning the battle for second over John Miller at the current moment. And who will get the next command speed bus? It is number 7, who is left behind after taking it out. That gave number 2 commander moving up to do. And right now, the license to drive, Alvin here has reached the top of the wall. He's going to hold on for an easy victory. Next bus belongs to last year's runner-up, Gary Cole, who safely dominates over John Miller for second place with the pack. Numbers 2 and 7 are both getting left behind in the competition. Which one will got the next speed bus? It is number 7, as Chris Nelson was one of us. That means Chris Nelson will drop down to the last place of the competition. And back in front, Alvin here Sr., the license drive, is at the home stretch, looking for a goal line. He is gonna prevail easily with the competition. As John Miller takes the next speed bus, and Chris Nelson's getting left behind the pack. Towing one up for the license to drive, Alvin here Sr. As number 2 takes another turn. That's his second speed bus on the base. And Chris Nelson's getting left behind, trying to at least move up a couple places. And he will, as Gary Cole gets his second speed bus on the base, with one of his second place ahead of John Miller, who comes in third place. And number 1 is getting left behind the competition. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and it will be made by number 2. That will bring a total of 3 speed bus for number 2 of this race. And Alvin here Sr., everyone's favorite license to drive, walks away with another victory, getting close to 500 mark. And we'll be right back with more, my friend, right? There's more something coming up. Do not go away. Alright, time for the next race, Paul. Race number 5 will feature the Bobby Meter, Bobby K, Dave Miller of the Miller Traders, Ireland's Fabulous Warriors Steve Wickman of the Look of the Irish, and Charles Watson. And here's a look at the lineup for this race. And it's best of luck to these 4 players on the quest for victory. This is going to feature the Golden Chao, by the way. So these are going to bring a lot of A-game today. We start the race! Alright, let's see what happens this time around. The 4 Chao and the 4 Golden Chao are inching neck to neck. And it looks like number 8 is going to rest. So he will be left behind in the crowd. Right now the 4 Chao back up in front are chicken Apollo trees. And now they're going to eat the food. Let's see who will have command on the lead. It's going to be Steve Wigman who has command on the lead. Following in a close second by Dave Miller. And Steve Wigman on its quarterback. That'll get Dave Miller command on the lead, as number 7 wins the opening toss for the second straight race. And he's flying down the aisles. He's heading for the water, trying to get a long ground. Bobby K is getting left behind in the competition, as speed bus number 2 will be made by number 8, who leaves the other Chao in the dust. And Dave Miller is safely in the lead, trying to hold on number 2 in a hurry. As the next speed bus belongs to Bobby K, the Bobby Meter, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then. He needs some more help. Right now, guess who also really needs some catching up to do? It's Iron's Fabulous Warrior Steve Wigbat, trying to make a miracle comeback from Dave Miller in a hurry at the current moment. As we head back into the Bobby Meter, the Bobby K, who is going to rest for a while. He's getting left behind for sure this time. Anyway, back my front, Dave Miller better watch out. Number 2 is right on his tail, trying to catch up to him. Will number 2 make the pass? Will fast enough. Next belongs to Charles Watson, who also really needs some catching up to do. But guess who really needs to get back in this one? It's the Bobby Gator, Bobby K. He is all alone in last place. He's probably going to need a couple more speed busts to get back in this one. Here's one of them. That's his best speed bust of the race. But he's still way behind in the competition. Right now, Dave Miller and Steve Winkman are battling along with number 7 for the lead at the curve one. As the next speed we made by our Unstoppable Warriors, Steve Winkman. He represents one half of the Look at the Irish. And it's going to be down to the wire between these two. Steve Winkman makes a pass from Dave Miller. Dave Miller can still survive in a hurry. Let's see what happens here. As the Bobby Gator takes the number 10, number 6 is going to run in first place, and Steve Winkman holds off Dave Miller to win this one. Steve Winkman made a comeback and he wins it with second place behind number 7. And Bobby K is getting left behind in the competition right now, as he is better to close this one out with back-to-back speed busts. That brings us to a total of 5 speed busts for Bobby K, including 2 times back-to-back. But our big winner with second place is Unstoppable Warrior Steve Winkman of the Look at the Arch. That's right, we'll be right back with more after the break. Do not go away. So we're just approaching the halfway mark of the men's division. Paul's going to tell us all about this next phase. Paul? You got it. We'll be halfway there after race number 6, which will feature Cody Gisborough, Howard Miller on the Middle Trails, the oldest member on the Middle Bubbas, along with Casey Bakersfield and Fred Harrison. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. But what's going to happen this time? We'll find out soon. The 4 Chao are closing in on each other. They're battling neck to neck with all their might. I think they have fire in my heart, or in the soul. Whichever one comes first. Anyway, the 4 Chao are going to eat fruit. And they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Cody Gisborough. He has command of the lead up in the front. Hal Miller and Casey Bakersfield are fighting for second place on the pack. And it looks like our Chao is going to be heading for the water. As the first superstar to get speed bus is number 2, who leaves number 1 in the dust. They're both going west, but number 2 dominates over number 1 right now. Oh, but number 1's decided to take the water. He's trying to gain some ground on the competition, as Casey Bakersfield takes speed bus number 2 of this race. Now catching up to our leader, Hal Miller, the oldest brother on the Mill Brothers, debuted back in 1995. And it looks like Fred Harrison is getting left behind in the competition when it comes to the Chao. As the next PBS will be made by number 1. That'll leave Fred Harrison left behind with numbers 2 and 8. And number 7 pauses for 1. So he is going to join the rest of the pack on the way in the back. And number 2 pauses for 1. And Fred Harrison's going to rest. So these 2 Chao are going to be left behind in the competition in the back, as Fred Harrison takes the next command of speed bus, trying desperately to get back in this one. And back up in front, Hal Miller trying to defend the lead over Casey Bakersfield and Cody Gisborough. Will he prevail at the home stretch? We'll find out soon enough. They're climbing over the wall. Next speed bus belongs to number 7, who dominates over the 4 Super Chao and Fred Harrison. Fred Harrison trying to get a speed bus in time, but I don't think that's going to happen. He is going to hit the wall first. So the next speed bus is going to be made by Cody Gisborough, who's battling with Casey Bakersfield for second place on the pack. Oh, Hal Miller went a little too far. That might give Cody or Casey the upper hand of getting at. As Fred Harrison takes the next speed bus, Casey Bakersfield has indeed passed Hal Miller for the lead. Casey Bakersfield has made a pass from Hal Miller, and it looks like he's going to hold on for the victory. Yep. As number 1 takes the next speed bus, Casey Bakersfield prevails over Hal Miller and Cody Gisborough. Hal Miller came in second. Cody Gisborough will have to settle for third, and Fred Harrison, who is swimming like crazy, will have to settle for fourth. Congratulations to Casey Bakersfield on a job well done. Coming up, we'll start the second half of our men's division, but first, let's piece a word from this sponsor. Okay, welcome back to Week 22's action on ChaoEmperor 2016. We've seen plenty of action in the first half of our show. Now let's find out how the second half will fare, as Paul's going to tell all about race number 7. That's right, race number 7 will feature Nick Gimmick, Chris Finagos, the 2016 Rookie Challenge winner Barry McKenna, and the Haunting Master F1 Kingsley. Everyone is on the clock, and we start the race! Alright, here we go with the second half of Week 22's action on ChaoEmperor 2016. A win tonight by Chris Finagos will take the sole possession of the best record with 15-8. Will he do it? We'll find out soon. And right now, F1 Kingsley has full control of the lead, as the first episode against Divas to start the second half is the 2016 Rookie Challenge winner, Barry McKenna. He's decided to take the pitches. And right now, a couple of Silver Chao and Nick Gimmick are getting left behind in the competition. And one of the Chao for the rest, as Divas number 2 will be made by number 7. Here is numbers 1, 8, and Nick Gimmick in the dust. And Chris Finagos has took a shortcut. He might have the best record if he wins this one tonight, as we head back into number 7, who now dominates over the force with Chao, along with Nick Gimmick, who is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. We passed the 1 minute mark in this race. Who will get the next command Divas? It is number 2, who's trying to hold on numbers 1 and 8 for 5th place on the rest of the competition. And number 7 crosses for 1. That means number 2 will have the lead over the force to a Chao. And Nick Gimmick also moving up a couple of places that time. Trying to get some attention here. And Nick Gimmick's quarterback as the next speed bus belongs to Barry McKenna. That makes his second speed bus of the race. Cody's in 3rd place behind F1 Kingsley, the Haunting Master. Poor Nick Gimmick costly now paid the price. Now he's going to need a lot of catching up to do. He's going to need a couple of speed busts to get back in this one, and this is the first of them. Will he get some more? We'll find out soon. Right now, it is Chris Finagos who's safely in the lead, as both F1 Kingsley and Barry McKenna scored less, as F1 Kingsley has the next command of speed bus. That'll leave Barry McKenna left behind in 3rd place. And it looks like number 7's going to rest. That means Nick Gimmick's trying to catch up to do. And as number 8 takes the next speed bus, forget about going to rest. Chris Finagos made this race look nice and easy. Chris Finagos wins a landslide victory over the competition, as Nick Gimmick will get it over time. That's his second speed bus of the race. With that win, Chris Finagos now has the best record of the 48 superstars on ChaoEmperor 2016 with 15-8. Congratulations to him on job well done, and we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race, and it will be made by number 2, who is number 7 and Nick Gimmick in the dust, as they both approach the finish line. And that's going to do it for this race. So Chris Finagos takes the lead over the 48 superstars of the win-loss records. Let's see how long his lead will fail early on. Do not move a muscle, there's more something coming up. Do not go away. Alright, Paul, time to simple it up. Race number 8. You got it, Brandon. It will feature Big Cherry Tommy Days, Jason Hill, Chuck Norris, and the Gangnam Style Master Garrett Dayton, who's doing pretty well so far this year. Let's see if he will keep it up with this race. Please start the race! Alright, and it looks like Chuck Norris has a pretty good start of the competition right now. And number 7 is for us. And number 8 is going to join number 7 for D-Line. So these two Chao are getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And right now, back in front, the 4 Chao are going to eat the food. Who will have command of the lead? It's going to be the Gangnam Style Master Garrett Dayton who has command of the lead, as Big Cherry Tommy Days right on his tail wins the only toss for this race. He's better to take the bridges. Garrett Dayton is heading for the water. And right now, a couple of Stuart Chao are going west. Numbers 1, 7, and 8 are all battling for dear life, all the way in the back. As the big Chao himself, Tommy Days, wins back-to-back speedbus to start the race. But guess who's dominating over the competition? It's the Gundam Star Master Dictator. He's making his race look nice and easy. Looks like he might get another easy victory over the competition right now. And who will get the next command speedbus? It is number 1 who gets the next command speedbus, trying to hold on number 8 in a hurry for 6th place. And right now, number 7 is getting left behind in the competition. As number 2 will get a turn now. He dominates over the 4 Stuart Chao, now battling with Jason Hill for 4th place in the pack. Meanwhile, back up in front, Tommy Days better watch out. Jeff now is right on his tail in better place on the competition right now. Trying to make pass on the competition. Let's see what the outcome is later on in the show. Next first belongs to Jason Hill, who won 2 titles back-to-back in 2014 and 2015, all of the tag team title in 2014. And right now, guess who is way behind in the competition? It's number 1, as he will get the next command speedbus. That makes his 2nd speedbus of the race. And right now, back up in front, Tommy Days trying to leave, and he is going to race. That means Jeff Norris will make the pass from Tommy Days to secure an easy 2nd place. But Garrett Dayton is a big winner. He dominates for the entire race. That's number 2, who dominates over the 4 Stuart Chao. Takes the next command speedbus. That makes his 2nd speedbus of the race. And a couple of Stuart Chao are going west. He's trying getting left behind in the competition. And number 8 taunts for a moment as he expected to close out the speedbus for the race, trying to at least walk away from the victory. I'm going to retain last place of the competition. Alright, that's going to do it for this race. So everyone can do it. No bound on the Gundam Star because Garrett Dayton wins another easy victory. That's right, we'll have more on our side action after we hear a word from this. And welcome back to Chao Racing 2016. Now just a short reminder before we proceed to the next race of our schedule. This Sunday marks the end of daylight saving time, as you all probably know. So everyone has moved back the clocks 1 hour on 2 a.m. this Sunday morning. If you haven't do so now, please set your clocks back 1 hour. It's time to fall back, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for your business. Alright, tell us what we have for this next race. Race number 9 will feature the 2014 Rising Stars champion Steve Moore, Kenny Days of the Days Boys, our defending champion Walter Quickson, and Chris Schneider of the Go-Getters. Good luck to these 4 men on quest for victory, and let's rock this place! And Chris Schneider's going to rest, so he will be left behind the ground. That will give Steve, Kenny, and Rover the opening edge. We'll find out if one of them will pay off or not in the early run. Right now, these 3 Chao are going to shake the palm trees. Here comes the trees, and now they're going to eat the fruit, and there goes Walter Quickson. Steelway Moore and Kenny Days are both dancing to the beat. That means Walter Quickson will have the upper hand of the 4th Chao. And it looks like Walter Quickson is going to be heading for the water, as the first superstar gets beat first is the 2014 Rising Stars champion, Steelway Moore. He won the Rising Stars tournament in 2014 and has the right to present the 2016 roster this year. And right now, number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. He's better to take the water, and it looks like someone has took a shortcut. I don't know what it is. We're about to find out soon enough. As Steelway Moore, the 2014 Rising Stars champion, opens this one up with back-to-back speedbus, and you can forget about it. Chris Schneider has took a shortcut. So he went from worst to first with authority. As number 2 takes the next speedbus, as we pass the 1 minute mark, he dominates over the 4 Stuart Chao and the Cowboy. Right now, numbers 1 and they are both getting left behind in the competition on the way back. As number 7 will get a turn now, trying to catch up with number 2 for the best position of the 4 Stuart Chao and the Cowboy. Meanwhile, back up in front, Chris Schneider is in the lead after an early nap early on in the race. So now he's trying to defend the lead over the competition right now. I think he should hold on to the lead easily, don't you think? Next first belongs to number 8. Now lead number 1 and then meet over the competition right now. core number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. He wants to get a speed as an Ivy now. Will he get in time? Oh, yes, he will. So now he's catching up to the others thanks to that last minute speed bus just before he hit the wall. And back with front, it looks like Walter Will Quick's in safely in second place in the cup morning, but it looks like Krishna's going to hold on for the competition. As number 8 speeders was too late. Krishna out to go again secures an easy win. Number 8 transport, he would have had the next man speeders, but Krishna got to the finish line. And we have just enough time for one more speeders of this race, and it will be made by Steelway More. That makes his first speeders for 2014 Manchester Champion. But Chris Schneider made his race look nice and easy at the very end. He secures another easy victory, and we are back more. Right, Bandit? Right. We'll be right back with more after the break. Do not go away. And still to come here in Mobile, Alabama on this fallback show, we'll find out if Albert Hean Jr. can get his third and final Superstar of the Week honors. I hope he's going to spring forward indeed. But right now, let's head over to race number 10. Right, it will feature Adrian Longetta, Raymond Hill, the Metal Fugitivist Chao Pickles, and Stephen Robinson. The players are lined up and ready to go. So without further ado, we start the race. Alright, and Raymond Hill is going to rest, and there goes Chao Pickles, speeding down the aisle, leaving the young competitors in the dust. He's trying to turn his season around after having only one win in the first half. I think he's going to do it again this week. Anyway, there he goes, pressing down the line. Let's take a look at the competition from the back. And it looks like a couple of Chao are dancing to the beat. There's Chao getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And number 8 is going to rise as the first superstar against Peoples is Stephen Robinson, who is heading for the water along with the other competitors. Chao Pickles knows that the others are heading for the water, and he's speeding down the aisle. He knows when the going gets tough. He should have the lead over the competition right now. He's making his way across the hill now, as Stephen Robinson, the architect of Chao Racing 2016, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders. He currently leads over the rest of the pack, ahead of Adrian Longetta, as number 7 will get this next command speeders. Trying desperately to get back at this one, and right now guess which 2 Chao are battling for dear life all the way in the back. It's numbers 2 and 8. At 2, we passed the 1 minute mark, and number 7 passed more, so he's better to drop down to last place for the competition. As the next appearance belongs to Stephen Robinson, and down goes Adrian Longetta. That's gonna cause serious damage. Anyway, that makes his first speed buzz for Stephen Robinson. But Chao Pickles can say adios to his poor opponents. He's dominating on the competition right now. I think he should get another easy victory. Next belongs to Raymond Hill, who is battling with Adrian Longetta for second place on the back. And take a look for the competition from the back. Numbers 2 and 8 are getting left behind in the competition. They're going to push the wall, so I don't think either one will get any speed bus every now and then. Who got the next speed bus? It is back to Stephen Robinson. That makes his 4th speed bus on the race, and he is leaving Adrian Longetta and Raymond Hill in the dust. But our big winner of this race is none other than the Metal Fugitivist himself, Chao Pickles. What a dominating effort by the Metal Fugitivist himself. The legend does it again, as number 7 will have the next command speed bus, trying to lead numbers 2 and 8 in the dust. And number 1, who dominates over the 4-star Chao, is better to close out the speed bus. Number 8 can just forget about this race. He's going home. Alright, so Chao Pickles gets win number 9 in his 2016 season. A couple more wins and he should be able to reach the playoffs. That's right, coming up we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Alright, we got a couple more races left in the men's division portion of the show. That's right, the first event will feature Larry Monroe, Eric Crosby, Thomas Reglado, and from last year's runner-up, the Luck of the Orange, the hip and hop of Emerald Shorty. The players in lineup are ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the base. Here we go. Alright. So who's gonna win race number 11 this week? We'll find out in just a few moments from now. Right now, let's worry about the opening obstacle of the course, and that's the palm trees. And who will have command of the lead? It looks like Thomas Linklater will have command of the lead, followed by Eric Crosby in second place, and number 2 is one of us. As the first superstar against speed bus is number 7, but that maybe not nearly enough. That was only a short distance that time. Number 1 is getting left behind in the competition, and number 8 is one of us. So he's going to join number 8 for dear life. As number 7 wins back-to-back speed bus. That was much better this time. Much better. And right now, guess who has the lead at Cowboy? It's Eric Crosby. That's who. And he's being tailgated by Larry Monroe, who is in second place. And he's going right side. The next to us belongs to number 8, who desperately needs to catch him every now and then. And number 7 pauses for one. So now he has to deal with number 8 for 6th place on the way back. And number 1's getting left behind in the competition. As number 2 will have a turn now. He dominates over the force to a Chao to Cowboy. Meanwhile, back up in front, Eric Crosby better watch out. Everyone short is right on his tail. He's trying desperately to make the pass. Will he make it happen? We'll find out soon enough. Next to us belongs to Thomas Linklater, who's trying to catch up with the others in a hurry. And right now, number 8 pauses for one. So he's going to be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. Number 8 really needs to get to the speed bus. But who really got it? It's Eric Crosby, that's who. And he doesn't need to go to S. He's trying to fight all of his opponents for dear life. All the way in the front. All 4 by Chao heading home to home stretch. Who will gain the upper hand? We'll find out soon. First, let's head over to number 1. He gets the next command for us. And look at that. He moves up a couple places. And I think he's going less. He's better to drop down to 7th place. And number 8's going all over last place. And as Thomas Linklater gets to number 10, it looks like Eric Crosby is going to hold on the competition to win an exciting one. What a deal. All 4 of them are close, but Eric Crosby hang on at the last minute. Great job. Don't go away, our main event will happen right after this. What a deal. Alright, Mobile Alabama, it's time for the big one. It's the main event time, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. Thanks. Week 22's main event will feature the son of the License to Drive, Alvin Heaton Jr., along with the Jersey Devil John Stevenson, Christopher Walker, and Dallas the Master Gavano. Let's have a Chao race! And this week's main event is presented by your Lane Bryant Stores, home of the women's clothing that sparkles across the nation. Log on to the official Lane Bryant website to see all these items and for amazing deals and offers you don't want to miss. Alright, who's going to have command on the lead up in front? It is Christopher Walker who has command on the lead, trying to defend the leader with Dallas Master Gavano. As the first start against Divas on Week 22's main event presented by your Lane Bryant Stores is number 7. That's the second race in a row that number 7 has won the opening toss for this week. And right now number 2 is flying, and number 1's getting left behind over the bridges. As speed was number 2 we made by number 8, who leaves out here joining in the dust. Oh, Dallas the Master Gavano tripped and fall in the water. Poor Dallas. That's going to cause some serious damage. Anyway, guess who's finding up in the front? It's Christopher Walker and John Stevenson. Christopher Walker is leading by a short distance right now. As the next US we made by Dallas the Master Gavano. Wow, what a tough fall he had in the water. Now he's going to need a lot of effort if he wants to get back in this one. And number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. And Dallas the Master Gavano pauses for one. As number 2 will have the next command speed as he doesn't need the rest. he's still going. Meanwhile, back up in front, Christopher Walker is better be careful about his strategy. John Stevenson's trying to make the pass in a hurry. Will John Stevenson prevail in the early run? We'll find out soon enough. Back to number 2, and now he's catching up with the rest back. He's leaving numbers 1, 7, and Dallas Master Gavano in the dust. For number 1 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. Who got the next speed buzz? It is back to Dallas Master Gavano. That's his second speed buzz of the race. And right now, back up in front, Christopher Walker is safely in the lead. Heading into the home stretch, as the Jersey Devil John Stevenson will get a turn now, trying one last effort to stay alive in this game. And it looks like number 1 is that we're going with. Number 1 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in back. And number 7 takes the next speed bus, leaving number 1 behind. Looks like Christopher Walker is going to get his Superstar honor this week. Yep. Over the Jersey Devil John Stevenson, Christopher Walker is week 22 Superstar of the week. So he gets the victory this week. And we have just enough time for one more speed buzz of this main event, and it will be made by Alvin Heaton Jr. Number 1's getting left behind the competition. So Christopher Walker gets his first of his 3 necessary Superstar of the Week honors here in Movie Hour. That's right, but we're not done yet. The Women's Division races will happen right after this. Do not go away. Alright, so with Christopher Walker's exciting main event victory, we now come to the ladies part as we bring on Chao Racing Divas! Alright, Paul, those divas are shit ready to go, so tell us who we have to start things off on the women's division portion of the show. Alright, Brandon, we're going to start our Week 22's women's division races with Veronica Howard, Jessica Claymore, and Helen Benjamin. That's what we're having for race number 1 this week in the women's division portion of the show. That's led to our first 3 divas. Everyone is on the clock, and let's have a Chao race. So, which diva will be the first to earn a W this week? We'll find out soon enough. As the 3 divas, Veronica, Jessica, and Helen approach the first obstacle of the Emerald course, and that's the palm trees. They're gonna shake down the palm trees. Who will gain the upper hand on those 3? We're about to find out. It looks like Helen Benjamin is dancing, and there goes Jessica Claymore. She's leading over Veronica Howard, who's closing in on 2nd place behind her. And what will these 2 shall be doing? It looks like they'll both be heading for the water as the first Superstar against Beatles on the women's division portion of Week 22's action is number 1. It was going to rest, but now he woke up immediately. Now he's trying to stay alive in the game. And guess who's taking a shortcut after being left behind? It's Helen Benjamin! That shortcut gives her the lead in the curve one. Speed bus number 2 we made by Jessica Claymore. He doesn't need a good rest. And Veronica Howard's going to rest. Now he's Jessica Claymore will have command of 2nd place ahead of Veronica Howard. Right now it is numbers 1 and 8 who are both getting left behind in the competition. As number 7, who leaves numbers 1, 8, and 6 in the dust, takes the next command speed bus, lets it go to the competition behind the back. As we pass the 1 minute mark, numbers 1, 6, and 8 are all battling for a deal on trying to stay alive in a hunt. But let's get back to number 7, and now he passes number 2 for the lead over the 5 Super Chao to come on. Meanwhile, back in front, Helen Benjamin is safely in the lead to come on. Well, he's going to rest, but she still has a pretty good shot. I think she's going to win easily. Next place belongs to number 8, who's trying to lead numbers 1 and 6 in the dust. Number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. Oh, and down goes number 6. That will get number 1 to catch him to do. But I think he's going to need a couple of speed bumps to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. Trying to lead number 6 in the dust. By now it is Jessica Claymore who's safely in 2nd place. But Helen Benjamin is way ahead in the competition. As number 1 gets back to max speed bumps. That makes his first speed bumps for the base. Now trying to lead number 8 in the dust. He always says sayonara to number 6. What's going to happen here? We'll find out soon enough. As number 2 takes the next command speed bus, following one up for Helen Benjamin. A number 5 victory by Helen Benjamin there. And number 6 squad last Jesus really special, as he is expected to close out the speed bus for the first race of the women's division portion of week 22's action. That's gonna do it. Justin Claymore will have to settle for second, and Veronica Howard came in third place. So our big winner is Helen Benjamin. She was once closer to making the cut. That's why we're back with more after this. Do not go away. Alright, 1 race is in the books, and who do we have for race number 2? Okay, race number 2 will feature Erica Fellows, Jennifer Payton, and Eric Forrickson. Who's trying to catch up in a hurry? Let's see what happens here. The players will line up and ready to go. Without further ado, please start the race. And it looks like the competition's closing in. And number 2 is going to rest. So he will be left behind in the crowd. And right now, number 7 is going to join number 2 for dear life all the way in the back. Right now, the child back up in front is going to eat food. And now they're going to eat the food. And there goes the competition, busting down the line. Number 6 currently leads over the competition right now. And the come on, as number 1 wins the winning toss for the 2nd race in a row. And look at that, he moves up a couple of places. He's still in this one. And right now, a couple of sewage are going to the water. Number 7 is getting left behind the competition. And Jennifer Payton is for us, as she takes speed bus number 2 in this race. Right now, the superstar with the best position so far is Eric Fellows for 2nd place, because I think number 1 has took a shortcut. He moved on a couple places, and I think he moved out to 1st place now. Let's see what happens here. Eric Fellows leading over the competition with 2nd place, as we head back into Jennifer Payton, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And yes, it is number 1 who indeed took a shortcut. Number 7 is way behind in the competition, as he will get the next command because, but he's still going to be left behind in the competition for sure. Meanwhile, Eric Forrickson is trying to catch up to our best position, Erica Fellows, in a hurry, as number 2 will get a turn now, trying desperately to catch up, and Erica Fellows will rest. That means Eric Forrickson will be moving up some places, moving up some room to catch up with him. Will she make the pass? We'll find out soon enough. Next for us belongs to Jennifer Payton. That makes his first speed bus of the race. Right now it is Erica Fellows trying to hold up Eric Forrickson for the best position in 2nd place. Number 1, meanwhile, continues to dominate on Paga. He heads for the home stretch, as Eric Forrickson will have the next command speed bus. That will leave Erica Fellows left behind in 3rd place. So now Eric Forrickson has the best position with 3rd place, 2nd place, and a couple of John going to rest as the next speed bus will be made by number 2. That's his 2nd speed bus of the race. Right now, number 1 is approaching the finish line, and it looks like Erica Fellows is going to get the lead back from Eric Forrickson. Great job. As number 1 was in the 1st place, it looks like Erica Fellows is going to get another easy victory, as number 7 will close on the speed bus race. Erica Fellows rolls off Eric Forrickson to win an exciting one. What a deal. So Erica Fellows got another one on board. That's right, she's doing a pretty good job keeping up with the pace. Coming up, we'll find out if Tiffany Anderson can keep up with her pace, or one of the others. But first, let's keep our pace on this. Okay, who do we have next, Paul? Race number 3 will feature Tiffany Anderson, Molly Hoffman, and Molly Brown, that is. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock. And let's rock this place! Alright, let's see what happens this time around. As the child make their way across the obstacle course. And so he will be left behind the crowd. Or not much possible. Right now the free child is going to shake the food. Now they're going to eat the food. And number 2 is for the rest. And there goes Molly Brown and Tiffany Anderson. These 2 shall be battling for the way up in the front. What will these two Chao to be doing? Looks like they're both heading for the water, as the first superstar to get speed boost is number 7. That was a great speed boost by number 7. Good effort by number 7 that time. And number 1's getting left behind. And number 8 is going to rest. So he's going to be left behind in the competition. And look at this. Number 7 is going to rest. That means number 1 will be moving up some ground in the early run. As speed boost number 2 will be made by number 6. And Molly Brown is going to rest right into my attention here. Right now it is Tiffany Anderson who leads over the competition right now. And who will get the next command of the speed boost? It's going to be Molly who gets the next command of speed boost. That was a monster of a speed boost. Good one. She moves out to second place. Number 8 is getting left behind in the competition, as he will get the next command speed boost, but that won't be not nearly enough to stuck up to his game. Back with fun, Tiffany Anderson currently dominating the lead over Molly Brown and Caroline. As the next US belongs to Carly Holtman, who once appeared in the Dreamcast Sonic Adventure series a few years back. Right now it is number 8 who's still way behind in the competition. He's going to need a couple more speed boosts if he really wants to get back at this one. And what will happen here? This is the first of them. That's one of them. He's going to need a lot more help there. But I don't think that's going to happen at all. And it looks like back in my fun. It looks like Tiffany Anderson is going to get back the lead from Molly Brown. As Carly Holtman gets the number 10. That's her second speed boost on the race. But Tiffany Anderson should hold on for an easy victory. Number 1's going to he's going to be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And Tiffany Anderson is our winner. He gets the victory. Number 6 would have had the next command speed boost, but he was a little too late because Tiffany Anderson crossed the finish line and she is our winner. Congratulations to Tiffany, and we'll be right back with more on My Brand and Right, where we will continue with our winner submission action after we hear a word from this. Alright, we're almost halfway through the winner submission portion of the show, and who do we have again, Paul? Race number 4 will feature Diane Chimacha, Brianna Simon, and Cynthia Jones, the Knick-Knack Master. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, please start the race! Alright, let's see what happens this time around. The three Chao are closing in on each other by the way it looks at it. And it looks like someone is going west, as Diane, Brianna, and Cynthia are all shaking the trees, bringing out and cooking that sheep food. And now they're gonna eat the food, and it looks like Diane Shimatra is dancing. And there goes Brianna Simon. She has command of the lead up in the front. What will she be doing? Looks like she's in a wanna mood today, as number 8 wins the winning toss this time around. He's leaving number 6 and 7 in the dust, all the way in the back. And who gets speed boost number 2? It's number 7, Natsu, trying to catch up with number 6 and the rest of the pack. By now it is Brianna Simon, who should have an easy lead over the competition right now. Looking very good for Brianna Simon and Kevin, as we head back into number 7. Now catching up to the rest of the ChaoEmperor. Looks like number 8 is getting left behind in the competition. But guess who really needs a lot of catching up to do as she gets the next speed boost? It is Diane Chimacho as she gets the next command speed boost. And number 2 pauses one more, so he's better to drop down the last place from the competition. Meanwhile, Brianna Simon is having a good time entering the lead of the convoy, as the Knick-Knack Master, Cynthia Jones, will get a turn now. Trying to leave Diane Chimacho left behind for 6th place. And right now, number 8 is getting left behind the competition. And down goes Cynthia Jones, as the next speed belongs to Diane Chimacho. That is her second speed of the race. Right now, back up in front, it is Brianna Simon, who has a huge lead going in to the waterfall, as number 7 will get number 3rd as his first speed of the race, leading over the 5-star Chao. And right now, Simeon Jones is getting left behind in the competition. I don't think she'll get any spears now. She's going to be left behind in the competition for sure. All the way in the back. Next spears belongs to Diane Schumacher, trying to easily defend second place in the pack. But it looks like Rihanna Simon is gone, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Diane or Sylvia will have enough distance to catch up to her in time. She's going to win for sure. As number 6 will have the next command speed bus, it looks like Rihanna Simon is going to celebrate another easy victory over the competition. Great job by Rihanna Simon. And we have just enough time for one more speed bus of this race. And it will be made by number 1. Now we enough to lead up in the 5-star Chao. And Rihanna Simon got the victory. Yes, congratulations to Rihanna Simon. We'll be right back with more after the break. Do not go away. Alright, now we move on to the second half of our winner's vision. Make sure to tell us what we have first. The first of those second half races will feature Kelly Dawson, Sarah Glenmurray, and Tanya Grieslow. And this race will feature the Golden Chao. They're going to need a lot of help if you want to be the Golden Chao. Anyway, good luck to these 3 divas on the quest for victory. And let's have a challenge! Alright, let's see what happens this time around. And it looks like Sarah Glenmurray is correct. So let's watch Kelly and Tanya. These 2 Chao will be battling for the lead up in the front. Who will have the upper hand on those 2 Chao? We'll soon know after they shake the palm trees. Right now they're going to eat the fruit, and looks like Kelly Dawson is dancing. Number 8 has command of the lead, and there goes Tyler Grieslow. She has command of the best position so far, battling with 3rd place from the back. That's the first start against you at the start of the second half of the women's division races. Is her. Tanya Grieslow against the winning toss. And it looks like Sarah Glenmurray is heading for the water. And Kelly Dawson is heading for the water. Wow, I think I think Sarah Glenmurray has took a shortcut. As number 2 will have the next command speed. Number 6 is getting left behind in the competition on the way in the back. She's gonna need some lot of help. She's gonna need a couple of speeders to get back in this one. And this is the first of them. And yes, Sarah Glenmurray has took the lead from the competitors. She now has command of the lead up in the front. After wasting a nap early on, she took the lead with authority. As we head back into number 6. And look at that, he moves up a couple of places. Now he's battling for 4th place at the back. And right now it is numbers 2 and 7 who are both getting left behind, battling for D-Life all the way in the back. Which one of them got the next command speed bus? It is number 2, who desperately needs to catch him every now and then. And number 8 is correct, so he's going to drop down to last place over the 8 Chao at the curveball. And it looks like he's going to take the walk. The next speed bus belongs to our leader, Sarah Glenmurray. He's making his lead look nice and easy after wasting an early nap at the start of the race. And right now, Kelly Dawson trying to get some traffic as Tanya Grieslow will get number 2. That's her second speed bus of the race. She is trying to catch up in a hurry. And this time, Tanya Grieslow goes for consecutive over the competition. But our main winner of this race is Sarah Glenmurray. What a deal by Sarah Glenmurray. She came back after an early nap at the start of the race to win this one. She gets a win on the board as Kelly Dawson expected to close out the speed bus for the race. And Tanya Grieslow a little disappointed. And number 7 can just forget about this race. So Sarah Glenmurray tallies up another win. She moves one step closer to going. That's why we'll be right back with more song action after we hear word from this. Alright, now what do we have here? Race number 6 will feature Maria Schneider, Sandy McDonald, and Pauline Connor, the #1 contender for the 2016 Women's Division race. Let's see what happens here. Best of luck to the 3 divas on our quest for victory. Please start the race! And there goes Pauline Connor, busting down the line. Pauline Connor is showing dominate for much of the entire season, and she continues to dominate. She had only 1 upset so far this season, and that's by Tiffany Anderson. Let's see what happens this time around. And there goes Sally McDonald and Maria Schneider. These 2 will be battling for second place on the back, as #6, who dominates over the 5-3 Chao, wins the winning toss for this race. And right now, guess who's getting left behind in the competition on the way in the back? It's poor #1, Natsu, as Divas #2, we made by #8, as #2, Boss Moon, and #7, Squares. That means #8 will be moving on and catching up to do. Oh my goodness! Did you see that? Sandy McDonald has taken a shortcut! We might see another upset. I thought Pauline was the best women's diva of the league. Boy, we might have another upset, as #6 gets his number turned, as his second spear as always. Looks like we might have another upset of the year nominee in our hands. And #1 is getting left behind in the competition on the way in the back. He's going to need a couple of speedboats to get back in this one as we pass the 1-minute mark. And this is the first of them. And it looks like Sandy McDonald might have another upset of the year nominee. We have 2 so far this season, and we might make it 3 this year. We'll find out soon enough. Next belongs to #6, who's still in the cleaning house over the 5-3 Chao. That makes her first speed bust of the race. And poor #1 is still way behind on the competition, as he will get another turn as his second speed bust of the race. #6 and 1 are alternating speed busts right now. It will be a miracle for Pauline Connor to avoid an upset, but I do believe we're going to have a 3rd upset of the year nominee for the 2016 season. As Maria Schneider takes the next speed bust, looks like we're going to have another upset of the year nominee in the books. Sandy McDonald upsets the #1 contender, Pauline Connor. That's the 3rd time this season that we have an upset of the year nominee in our hands. As #1 will get the next command speed. That makes her third speed bust of the race. And numbers 2 and 7 are getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And we have just enough time for 1 more speed bust of this race, and it will be made by #6, who can say farewell to her poor silver Chao. So, another upset of the year nominee is recorded. Sandy McDonald got the victory. Yep, another fine upset, and there's more something coming up. Boy, what a deal. Okay, Paul, we have time for a couple more races left for the women's division of our Week 22 session. You got it. The first event will feature Lisa Marigold, Debbie Jenkins, and Allison Stewart. And here's a look at the line for this race, and it's sent back to the field again. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. Alright, let's see what happens this time around. And #7 is going to rest along with #2. And now #1 is going to rest. So numbers 1, 2, and 7 will all be left behind the pack. Right now, the 3 Chao in front of the competition are going to eat the food. And it looks like #6 has the lead. And there goes Allison Stewart. She has the best position so far with second place on the pack. And #6 passes for 1. As #7 wins the opening toss this time around, trying desperately to get back in this one. And right now, #8 is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. As speed bus #2 will be made by #1, who's trying to lead the yellow Chao in the dust. Right now, it is Allison Stewart trying to hold off Debbie Jenkins. They should be battling for the lead. Yep, as #8 gets some help. but he's going to need a lot more help than that if he wants to stay alive. Right now, Lisa Malgo also really needs to get back in this one. We're approaching the 1 minute mark, and who will get the next command of the speed bus? It is going to be number 2 who gets it, and he can forget about going west. He's still dominating over the rest of the Civil Chao, and a couple of humans sometimes. Meanwhile, it is Allison Stewart who has the lead, trying to defend number 6, as Lisa Malgo will have the next command of speed bus. That'll leave Debbie Jenkins and the rest of Civil Chao in the dust. And poor number 8 is still way behind in the competition, all the way in the back. Number 8 really needs to get some help. He's going to need a lot more speed than that if he wants to really get back in this one. This is one of them. Let's see what happens if the only one. Back up in front, Allison Stewart has Lisa Malgo on her tail now. The 8 Chao approaching the wall. By now, it is Allison Stewart who is leading over Lisa Malgo at the cardboard, as she will have the next command to us, and she forget about going west. She keeps the lead with authority. And by now, a couple of Silver Chao are going west. And we'll get one of each other moving up, as number 8 will have the next command speed bus. That's his second speed bus to the base. Or his third speed bus to the base. Yeah, but anyway, Allison Stewart trying to hold on Lisa Malgo for the victory. I think she's going to hold on for the competition for sure. As number 2 takes the next speed bus, and number 7 is getting left behind in the competition. It looks like Allison Stewart is going to easily hold on Lisa Malgo to secure an easy victory. Great job by Allison Stewart. She gets the win with authority this time around. Alright, so that's 7 races down. We got 1 more to go. That's right. And we will present that last race of the month. But first, we want to present you this. And we are down to just 1 race here at Mobile, Alabama for Week 22's action. That's right. And that race will feature Olivia Fortin, Bona Hoffman, and Christina Bennett. Good luck to the remaining divas on the quest for victory. So without further ado, we start the race! And it looks like Mona Hoffman's one. That'll give Olivia Fortin and Christina Bennett the opening edge. We'll find out if one of them will pay off or not in the only run. Right now, these 2 Chao gonna shake the palm trees, and it looks like a couple of Silver Chao going west. Everyone should have a great time here in Mobile, Alabama, and we hope to see you again in the near future. And right now, it is Olivia Fortin who leads over the competition. And what will she be doing today? It looks like she's going to be heading for the water today, as the first target speedless is number 8, who dominates all the bridges right now. And right now, back in the back, guess who's getting left behind in the competition? It's number 2. He's trying to gain some ground and he's heading for the water. That's speed bus number 2, we made by number 6. Easily getting ground over the competition at the cowboy. Right now, Olivia Fortin trying to make a statement. Here's the only one. She's dominating over Christina Bennett, who's in 2nd place right now. That's the next speed bus we made by Bona Hoffman, who's trying to catch up in a hurry. And she's going to move up a couple places that time. Meanwhile, it is number 1 who is getting left behind in the competition. But it's number 7 who got the next command on the speed bus, leaving poor number 1 in the dust. And trying to leave number 2 behind too. Right now, Christina Bennett trying to defend 2nd place over number 6 at the cowboy. She's going to play over number 6, but it looks like she might need a miracle to catch up with the 4th and we'll final setup. That's what's wrong, so number 1, who desperately needs some catching up every now and then. She needs her more help. And right now, Olivia Fortin's scoreless. But she should still have the lead over the competition. A huge lead for Olivia Fortin right now. And she will have the next command speed bus. She increased her lead thanks to that speed bus. Everyone else was climbing up the wall, So Olivia Fortune gains the ground over the competition, and it looks like Mona Harmon, number 2 and number 1 on going west, as number 8 will get a number 2, as in second speed west of the race, and try to dominate over the 5 Stephen Chao and Mona Harmon. And by now, Olivia Fortune should wrap up this race ahead of Christina Bedin. She's going to get an easy victory right over there. Olivia Fortune wraps up Week 22's action on Chao Racing 2016 in Mobile, Alabama. As number 7 will have the next command speeders. He's going to be Mona Harmon, numbers 1 and number 2 in the dozen. Number 1 and 2 can just forget about this. They're getting left behind the competition. And we have just enough time for one last speed bus here in Week 22's action here in Mobile, Alabama. And it will be made by Mona Harmon, disappointing 6 points on the package. Alright, so Olivia Fortune wraps up the setting here in Mobile, Alabama. That's right, and we're gonna wrap it all up right after we wrap up this. Thank you, fans, for being part of us today. We really had to get going, but we'll see you next time. Until then, keep on smiling. This is Brad Channing signing off. So long, everybody! This is Paul signing off. Join us again for more action on Chao Racing 2016. See you next week.